Alright guys, welcome back to another review. As you see, we're back again with another Raw Aviation Market review. And in today's Raw Aviation Market review, as you see, we're going to be reviewing the PROP Cobus, the PROP Airstairs, and the PROP Catering Truck. So without further ado, let's get right on with today's video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be taking a look at is the PROP Airstairs. Now these Airstairs, they actually also have an add-on for them that was just released. I'll throw a picture of it on screen right now. It's basically like a glass cover for it for anyone who wants that. But we're just going to be using the default one because I'm too lazy to add on the glass cover. And I've also lost the file for it, so yeah, rip me. But yeah, so it is actually very, very detailed, and it just looks very, very nice. It's the best mesh one on Roblox by far, unless some other tech group released one that is better than this, but I haven't actually seen, in my opinion. You guys have a different opinion, which is totally fine, but that is just my opinion. Now, so actually on the exterior, because we always do the exterior first, this little stop kind of line or rope, I don't know what you would call that. I think it's a rope. You can actually click it when you're in game, and then it actually removes it, which is a really cool feature, I think. And then same with this one, you can just click it and then it'll just disappear, and then you can re-click it and then it will come back. I think I might be wrong on that, and if I am, then oh well. And then over here, so the interior of this is actually very, very nice. You have a little sitting right here, and then you have a few buttons. I don't think they actually work, sadly. And then you of course have your seat, and then some windows, and then you actually have windshield wipers, which I actually think they might work, which I could be wrong, but we will see when we test this in game later in the video. And then we have a little fire extinguisher right here, which is a really cool thing they added, and then some headlights, which are also very cool, and then it's a warning light right here, and then there might be other headlights, and then of course the mirrors. These are not headlights, and then the little things that keep the Airstairs up, and then the Airstairs actually extend, which is awesome, like they should at least. And we will see how that works later when we do test it in game. Excuse me. And then the wheels also look super, super dope. And yeah, that's basically it for the interior and exterior of the Airstairs. Now let's move on to the Cobus, but please keep in mind, like, at the end of this video, we will test all three of these in game, and I will be showcasing just like their functionality, like what buttons they have on them, how they work, the car kit, etc. So yeah, let's move on to the Cobus. Alrighty, so now we're going to taking a look at the Cobus 2700 series. So this is the exterior. We have some lights right here, and then a hood, which looks very, very nice, and then we have some mirrors, and then some lights up here, and then some antennas for like the radio or TVs, which there isn't actually TVs in here, but maybe there is IRL, and Prop just didn't put them in. And then we have some wheels, which are epic as always, and then the doors, which actually do work. And like I said, we will be testing all of these later in the video in game, so be sure to stick around for that. And then the back, we have the hazard lights, the brake lights, the reverse lights, and then brake lights again. I think I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in buses, so please correct me if I am wrong in the comments, and I will learn from that mistake, I guess. And then we have some more doors over here, and then the little Cobus 2700 series right there, and then another Cobus 2700 series on the door right here. And yeah, that's really it for a basic overview of the exterior. Actually, this looks like an air conditioning unit on the top here. That looks pretty dope too. But yeah, so the interior is actually pretty nice too. There's actually windshield wipers right here too, which also do look very, very nice. I do not think they work, but we will see later in the video when I do test them in game. Now, so the interior, the what is this called? It's not a cockpit because it's not an airplane. I'm just gonna call it a cockpit because I don't know what it is. How about just the driver's seat and the passenger seat? So the dashboard, I really like this texture. It looks really nice, and it has a wheel right here, and then it even has like almost a fully functional, it's not functional, but it looks really nice, like a display. Like this would be like a radio, and then there isn't like a gear shifter. I don't know if there actually is one IRL on this bus, so if there isn't one, then that's why there isn't one here on Roblox. And then we have the passenger seat, and then like just a window right there. So that's basically it for the cockpit of this bus. Again, I don't know what the actual name of this is. I'm just gonna call it the cockpit since that's what I call a lot of things. Well, aircrafts. And then so this is the where your passengers would sit. I really like overhead, like the overhead bins, and just like kind of this in the mood lighting, but it kind of is, and it looks very, very nice. Now you cannot change the mood lighting. You cannot change this like blue to like a red or something, sadly, but you can install your own mood lighting and make it change if you did want to do that, which I don't know why you would want to do that, but you guys have your personal preferences and I have mine, so go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna stop you. I don't know if it would work though, because I've never installed mood lighting onto buses. I've only done it on planes, so go ahead and try if you want. But yeah, and then we have some seats over here, which the seats actually do look very, very nice. They also have the same texture as the cockpit seats, which also are very nice. And then we have some handrails right here, and then things that you would hang on to if you chose to stand up instead of sit down, which look pretty nice. And then of course the overhead bins where you would put your suitcases, I think, and then Cobus decal or sticker. And that's really it for the interior and exterior of this Cobus. Now let's go ahead and move on to the catering truck. Alright, so now, last but not least, we are going to be reviewing the the catering truck before we go in-game and look at its functionalities and the price. So yes, so the exterior. So there are some headlights, not headlights right here, which do look pretty nice, which do actually work. And so some mirrors right here, and then some tires right here, which actually are, I think, the most detailed out of all of them. They're actually Michelin tires, which is actually a real life brand. So hopefully when I upload these to Roblox, I don't get copyrighted for that. That would suck, but I don't think that's an issue with any client. And then we have like the engine stuff. I'm not very technical in catering trucks, so I don't know really what that is, but it looks like engine stuff, which looks very nice. And then the back of the catering truck, which is probably where you would load the food on. And then we have some brake lights right here, and then we have some more tires over here, and we actually have a ladder so that you could climb on and get into this door. And there's actually an interior into this catering truck. So this is basically like where all the food is stored, because in game you'll be able to like lift this up so that you could use it on like your bigger planes. And so then you would walk on this, and then the aircraft door would be open, and then you would go inside the aircraft and deliver the food, just like how it is IRL. So that is very cool how you can do that. But yeah, and then the interior of the cockpit or the driver's seat, there's actually only one seat, which might be how it is IRL. I don't know what model this is based off of. Thog never said. So I can't like really assume what model he went off of, because again, I'm not very detailed and I'm not very technical in catering trucks. But yeah, the seat looks very nice. So does the what is that called? A steering wheel. But there's really not much other detail in the interior of the cockpit seat. I mean, the passengers really don't see that anyway, so it would make sense why you didn't put much detail there. But yeah, now let's go ahead and hop in game and test all three of these bad boys. Alrighty guys, we are now in game and we are going to be testing out the Cobus first. Now, so this bad boy, so this is the GUI you get when you first enter the plane, or not the plane, the catering truck. So there's an engine button and then there's a settings button. Oh my gosh, I am slurring my words so bad in this video. So it's on that. Okay, now let me turn up my sound so that you guys can hear the engine, hopefully. So this is the engine startup sound. Yeah, I really like that. And then that's just it, like at neutral. And then, so this doesn't actually show like how fast you're going, which is a bummer, but yeah. So, and then you have settings. So increased height, so that's a Z, which goes like that, like I was saying, so that the doors can actually open, I believe. Now I could be wrong, so let me actually show you how high this thing can actually go. It's actually pretty high. Oh wow, this is very high. Yeah, that's how high it goes. That should be high enough. This should be high enough for all your needs. If it isn't, I would be shocked. But yeah, I think you can open these doors. I might be wrong, so let me actually lower this bad boy down and see if you can. Because for some reason, I remember you really can. whoa, and then you can put it like really low, and then it'll just automatically, this thing will automatically stop going down, and then the big box will start going down as well. So yeah, I thought you really could, maybe they changed it so you can't or something. That's really weird. I could have swore you could have opened these. Or is it this door? No, you can't open any of them. I mean, you can go in there so that, just for like realism, and this is also the scale, so it's pretty realistically scaled, actually very realistically scaled. So yeah, you'd walk in here, and then you would walk out here, and then the plane would probably be here, and then you would just walk onto the plane and quote-unquote deliver the food. Now, so that's the increased height feature. Let me actually turn on the engine again. So now, so this is anchor, like, so now those pegs went down, and now when I try to go, it doesn't go at all. Now, there might be a bug where if you try to anchor it while you're driving or while you're moving, it completely freaks out. So I would not suggest doing that. I would suggest coming to a complete stop first before you anchor it. And then one other thing to note is the camera. It's like, very annoying because can collide is on for a lot of parts, and you have to find like the perfect angle so that you don't get like sucked into first person or whatever, which is very, very annoying. But it's whatever, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just something to note. And then extend ramp, this is actually for this ramp if you needed it to go farther out, which there it goes. Oh, and actually it doesn't actually go out that far, it only goes out that far, and then you could press V again to bring it back in. So now let me actually go ahead and make it like what is it called, nighttime, so that we can see the lights. So this is the headlights, look pretty dope. And then we have fog lights, which is K. I don't know where that is actually coming from, because I don't know where the fog light is. That's interesting. I don't actually see it anywhere, and it's very, very, very interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn those off. And then we have deck lights, which is right there, those lights right there, which look pretty nice. And then we have safety lights, which are all those orange ones, which look really nice. I really like those. But yeah, that's really it for the catering truck. Now let's go ahead and look at the Cobus. Alrighty guys, so we are now in game with the Cobus, and the Cobus actually has the same, almost the same exact GUI as the catering truck did. So the engine sound, which is the exact same, that's a little questionable. Like, it would be cool if all of three of these vehicles had different sounds, but that's, I guess, fine. And then we have the settings one, which so has the doors open, as you guys know. So this is the left door. Pretty epic. And then you can close them by clicking the exact same key, which is Z. That is very epic. And then we have the right door, which is basically the exact same thing. It opens like that, and then you press X again to close the doors like the other door, and then it closes. And then we have anchor again, which I don't think the anchor on this bus doesn't work for some reason. Like, as you guys can see, it's C, and I'm pressing C right now on my keyboard, and literally it's still going. So that's really interesting. I'll have to tell Thog about that. That's really interesting. And then we have headlights, which look pretty nice. Actually, very light. It almost blinds me. And then we have fog lights, which I still don't know where that's coming from. Please tell me. Oh, it's those right there. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And then we have interior lights, which are these. Oh, so those aren't actually blue. They actually just light up white. Very bright. That's the word I was looking for. And then go ahead and turn those off. And then we have safety lights, which are all of these yellow/orange lights, which also look very cool. We have like the little kind of stripes on the side of the bus, and then we have the ones that flash at the top, on the top of the bus. But yeah, that's basically it for the Cobus. It's actually very fast. So that's also one thing to note. But yeah, now let's go ahead and look at the Airstairs. Alright guys, so we are now in game with the PROP Airstairs. Now, a few things to note before we do actually drive it. So, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, these red lines, you can actually click through, make them disappear out of existence like so, and then you can remove where, or you can click where they were to bring them back. And then it's the same for this one as well, which is pretty cool feature. If you guys do want the actual realism, I recommend these Airstairs. And then this one has the same exact GUI as all the other ones have had, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, so I believe these Airstairs have the same sounds as every other ground crew vehicle we have reviewed so far, but yeah. Yep, it does. Sadly, all of the ground crew vehicles do have the same exact sounds. That's a bummer, but oh well. And then, so the settings, so this one to increase the height is also Z, same as the catering truck, which is pretty nice. It actually does go pretty slow, but the max height is also very high, which I don't know why you would need it that high. Maybe for like an A380 or something, but I would think for an A380 you would typically use a jetway and not Airstairs, but I don't know, you guys have your own preferences, like I think I said in the beginning of the video. So yeah, this is actually how high it goes, like this high. That is very high. You shouldn't have any issues with height issues unless you're using like a A380 that is very huge or something, and then you can decrease height by pressing X, and then it actually goes down. Wait, is it even going down? Yes, it is. I was gonna say it goes down very slowly. But yeah, and then we have anchor, which I believe it does work on this one. I don't know why it doesn't work on the Cobus. That is just really weird. But that's not that big of an issue. You can still use it. It just won't be anchored. I mean, you can use B-tools, but that might glitch it out, so I would not recommend doing that. But yeah, anchor. Yeah, the little pegs come down, and then you cannot drive it anymore, and then the pegs come up, and then you can continue driving it. And then the lights, so you have headlights, which are those, which look awesome. Oh no, you can't use the windshield wipers. I just realized that. For some reason I thought you could, but sadly it looks like you cannot. So that's headlights, and then we have spotlight, which is okay, which are those right there, which also look very nice. And then we have the stair lights, which and there is my cat. She is being very loud. Then we have stair lights, which are those. Oh, that looks very nice. Oh, that looks sick, bro. It might be my favorite lights of all of the 3 ground crew vehicles. And then we have safety lights, which are P, and it's that little beacon right there. And there's my cat again. And then that little lantern right there. That almost looks like a lantern. Oh my gosh, my cat, you are so loud. Do you know that my cat is like actually so loud? Or she just wants to be in the video, which she is definitely in the video and probably in the background, but you guys cannot see the background. And oh my gosh, I literally almost drove off the face of the earth. This video has gone wrong so much. But yeah, now let's go ahead and look at the price to wrap up today's review. Alrighty guys, so I am now on the PROP Discord server, which by the way, if you do want to buy any of these, I believe in the description below, I will leave a link to the PROP Discord server if you guys do want to buy anything, because you do need to join their Discord server in order to receive your products. So yeah, the catering truck, the first thing we're going to be looking at, the price. So the price is 730 Robux or 6.70 US dollars. Now that is actually a pretty good price considering how functional this thing is and how detailed it is. Like, it's just very nice. And then there's also a livery pack that you can add on to it. This is what it looks like. So you have a Donata livery, and then you have a Wasag livery, and then you have a Gate Gourmet livery, which also does look very nice. And then we have a Savar livery, and then a LSG Shy Chefs, if you guys do own, if anyone does own a Lufthansa airline. And then now let's go ahead and look at the Cobus 2700 series price. Alright, so the Cobus 2700 series, the price of that is actually 700 Robux or 6.50 USD, which it actually used to be 900 Robux, so they definitely discounted it a lot. So that is pretty epic. And then, so it doesn't actually have a livery pack for it, and it also does not have UV maps, strangely, like all the other the vehicles do, but this one just does not. That's kind of strange why it doesn't, but oh well. The price is pretty good, again, for its functionality and just how detailed it is. But, well, 700 Robux, I mean, I would probably bump it down to like 550 or 600. That's just my personal opinion, because not everybody has a lot of Robux to spend in the Royal Aviation Market Review. And then the Airstairs. So it is 750 Robux or 6.35 USD, which is actually more than the Cobus, which I don't know how that makes sense, but I mean, I'm not the one that justifies the price. But it also has a livery pack, just like the the catering, and this is what it looks like. So you have a lot. I'm not going to read all of these, but it's basically like your real life airlines. If you need a delivery, you can just get the whole pack, which is actually very, very cheap. I think it's like 150 Robux, which is very, very cheap for all 12 of these liveries. I think that's 12, 6, yeah, it's 12. And then you also have the glass cover, which I was also talking about, which looks like this. Excuse me. My Wi-Fi is so slow there. So it's like this. It looks very, very, very nice. And I think it's like 100 and 150 Robux, which again is very, very cheap. So yeah, that's the prices for all three of these. And again, if you guys do want to buy any of these products, I will leave a invite link to Prop in the description of this video. But yeah, I think that's going to end off today's review on my review of the Prop Catering Truck, the Prop Cobus 2700 series, and the Prop Airstairs. Yeah, guys, if you did enjoy today's video on my review on the Prop Cobus, Airstairs, and Catering Truck, be sure to leave a like on today's video, as it shows me you do enjoy my content, and it helps out the channel a lot. And subscribe, because we are on the road to 100 subscribers, and at 100 subscribers, we are going to be giving away 1 month of Discord Nitro Classic, as well as 500 Robux to buy in my group, and I have some very epic, very epic, like on another level, reviews planned for when we do hit 100 subscribers, like 100 subscribers special, or whatever you want to consider it as. So yeah, be sure to subscribe for that, and leave a comment down below on what airplane, airport, or technology I should review in the next Royal Aviation Market Review video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.